bit nervous, if you can't tell.
I just had attempted robbery down the street here. Two guys on motorbikes came and tried to push me off my bike.
And I knew that I had broken my rib, so you probably can't see anything. Pretty stiff. It's not too painful. It's painful when I take deep breaths, which is what I'm going to need to do to heal it properly.
As you can see, I'm back on my bicycle, and just a short day today. Satu, dua, tiga,
Yeah, I left Korea today, and I've been back on my bicycle, probably in one of the nicest section of roads that I've been on in all of Sumatra. And I've been on this on the way down to Korea, and now I'm heading back up through it. It's a massive climb though. I've probably only come about 60 or 70K in the day, but I feel like I've done at least 2,000, maybe a lot more meters of elevation gain. And I'm just not in shape right now, so I feel pretty nauseous, pretty out of it, pretty super exhausted. And so I was really hot for the first couple hours. It was really hot, sun is shining. Now it's got overcast, which is a bit nice. It could rain probably soon, so I'm gonna try and finish off the day here in the next hour or two. Hopefully get to a spot where I can crash. I love the sounds here. Probably gonna run into some monkeys soon. Stoked. It was hard to leave Korea though. Living pretty awesome there at the ocean. It's hard to say goodbye. I met some awesome people, had some great times, and yeah, now it's time to head north. I've got about a 1200K bike up Sumatra and back to the river that I kayaked over, but this time I'm gonna paddle down with my buddy Warren and hopefully get to surf the big wave. Stoked. Definitely want to slow down on those bends.
I think I made it down the worst of the big steep hills and stuff. Back on the ocean here, nice little river mouth, pretty windy. Nice little cliffs over there too. I don't know what these guys are up to. They got a bunch of nets. Looks like they're hauling back some sort of catch of some sort. Is it just big rocks? Yeah, maybe it's just big rocks. Nets and big rocks. Yeah, very nice. Octopus, squid, very good. Nice roadside stop. Okay, 45,000. So yeah, it's about 450 for an octopus. What?
Thank you.
Thank you. Terima kasih. So this is a very common sight in Indonesia. Before big gas stations, there's a lineup of cars. Sometimes it'll be like this for days. The reason there's this big lineup, fills out the gas station here, is because every once in a while the gas station gets subsidized fuel, and it only lasts for so long because you're allowed to fill up as much as you want. People fill in tanks and take it home, and it's a discount. I don't know, it's a substantial discount. It's probably like 10% maybe. Yeah, people will line up their cars. They'll just leave them in the line for days until the subsidized fuel truck comes in. Otherwise, there's non-subsidized fuel always available, but that's more expensive, and I guess it makes sense for people to fill up on the cheap stuff.
All right, I just stopped here at Harin Surf Camp. Just a short day today, about a 30-kilometer ride after a crazy hard 87K yesterday. It wasn't really the distance, but the hills, so many ups and downs. Tough day, I was super exhausted, and so I just had a short day today, just like 35 kilometers or so. A little wave out front, but there's no boards here. I did just go for a little boogie board. Had a nice long nap today, like almost 3 hours, I think. I was obviously exhausted after the day before. Tomorrow I'm planning on getting back on the bicycle really early, like 5 a.m. or so. Should be good.
Get him off the road. Get him off the road. Puppies are on the road. Just the usual on the roads. Some water buffaloes. It's always a bit sketchy when I scare them. I never know what they're gonna do. They accidentally run towards me. So I've realized that deer and cow perfectly illustrate a similar thing that happens in humans, and that is the fear of the unknown. So there'll be cows or deer feeding alongside a highway all day long, cars whipping by them and trucks whipping by them. And then me on my bicycle come by and they get super startled and they run, sometimes running right into traffic by accident and getting hit. I haven't actually seen that, thankfully, but here's some water buffalo. These guys might be a bit more chill. Oh, no, a little bit scared. Just before though, some others ran.
So I'm here in Bengkulu after a big day of biking yesterday. I think it was about 145 kilometers. A little bit of rain, not too much rain, just a lot of ups and downs and fairly busy road. Made it here to Bengkulu at about 3 and then had a bit of interesting phone tag with a friend of a friend whose place I'm staying at now, Andy. But he was great. Introduced me to his village last night. Had to go to the head of the little village and sign in with him, and then went to sleep fairly early because I was super exhausted. So I woke up in the middle of the night last night and the whole room was shaking. I thought it was in a dream, then I realized it was an earthquake. So I ran to the front door. Everybody was already out in the street pretty much. Realized it was not that bad, so everybody just basically came back into sleep. But it was 52 kilometers from here. It was a 5.2 on the Richter. But that's not what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about this. Oh yeah. This is the Duku. Duku. Sort of looks like a little sweet, or a little tiny Yukon potato type of thing. Little tiny potato. Or a longan, but it's not a longan. It's a Duku. Not sure what the name is in English. Never come across it. Pop them open, and they have these little sort of pods that sort of remind you of giant little grapefruit type things, and it does taste a bit like grapefruit and grape. Juicier, sweeter, tiny little bit of bitter taste that you can get from a grapefruit. It's delicious. Big fan of the Duku, not Count Dooku. And now I'm at the Marlborough Fort, which is a fort that I believe the English built back in the 1700s, probably around the same time that the Dutch were here.
Masjid. Yalah. Yeah, bro, chill.
Hello.
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 Hello. Ôi, có gì có bài ấy mua? Masuk yuk kita ada WA. Bos, kau ikut bos. Oke.
You go to the mosque?
Lupa pegang gue gitu.
Duduk, jangan ditutup. Ah ya. Sini ada.
Hello.
Hello.
Say hi.
Adek foto dek kami berapa?
Selamat pagi.
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 Balik ke buang 2 ribu banyak duitnya.
For sale. For sale.
This is Andy's house. Stayed here a couple nights, and now I'm gonna head further north out of Bengkulu after a little earthquake here. Head towards Padang. Not sure where I'm gonna stay tonight.
Yeah?
These guys have been awesome. Very hospitable. Time to hit the road.
Aquí me muero, las palabras no voy a entender. Porque el amor es el idioma, yo no quiero de tu boca que tu lengua no pronuncia. Bien, bien, bien. No. Sin palabras puede hablar, tu corazón pone a bailar, se dice amor. Es nuestro idioma, baby. Love es nuestro idioma. Love es nuestro idioma. Sin palabras puede hablar. Tu corazón pone a bailar. Se dice love es nuestro